Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and today we're going to be choosing my June TBR. So in May, listen, we'll talk about it more in my May wrap up, but May did not go quite as I had planned in terms of reading. It was my first month of freedom since finishing school and I really thought that I was gonna be reading like non-stop. I thought I would have my best reading month ever, and that definitely did not happen. We'll talk about it more in my May wrap up, but I really want June to be the month that I hoped May would be. And June, as far as right now, I don't have any big plans. That could change very quickly because I'm still looking for a job, and I know that if I do manage to find a job, things will change very quickly. So basically, I'm just hoping for the best for June. I don't want my expectations to be too high because I was very disappointed with how May went, but alas, we shall continue on. I do have some ideas for how I can read a bit more in June, but that's for another video. Also, hopefully in June I will finally get my lights fixed. Like, I don't know if you've noticed in my past several videos, but like this string of lights are like the only ones that work anymore, which is kind of sad. So hopefully I'll get that fixed, you know? Also, June is Pride Month, which I'm very excited about, and I always try to read as many queer books as possible in the month of June. I mean, I read queer books all year round, but June just feels like a really fun time to read them because everyone else seems to be reading them. So I'm gonna be trying to fit queer books into the prompts I get today. And if this is your first time watching one of my TBR videos, every month I choose 5 prompts from my prompt jar and I find books that fit those prompts. And I have a few books that I am definitely excited to get to in the month of June, so hopefully I can make them fit the prompts that I pick. So without further ado, let's just pick our first prompt. I'm gonna try to get ones near the bottom because there's always a few prompts that I seem to pick like once every few months, and there's other prompts that I've never gotten. So we're gonna be hoping for those today. So this will be prompt number 1. So our first prompt for the month of June is, oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Now I'm regretting saying what I just said. So the prompt I got is read the first booktuber in your subscription feed's favorite book. Okay. Oh god. Okay, I'll do this on my phone and I can't screen record, but I'll try to show you anyways so that you believe me. Oh, okay, the very first person who comes up, hold on. It's just so you know that I'm not lying. Wait. Except I don't know how you get the video to stop starting immediately, but do you see? Okay, it's the first one in my subscription. See? Right there. Meg with books. Okay, Meg with books. Her favorite book, I'm pretty sure, is, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? You know the one? The Secret, oh no, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, that one. And I have already read that. I don't know if she considers like the whole series her favorite because I could continue the series, but the second book is massive. So I kind of don't, I don't want to read that in June. Maybe I'll go stalk her Goodreads. Let's do that. And maybe, does she have a shelf for her favorite books? That would be, oh my god, favorites. Now is it up to date is the question. I don't know. Favorites, hello? I mean, there's also the Winter Night trilogy, but I don't think I want to continue that series because I didn't love the first book. I don't think this is up to date. Maybe I'll just go to her 5-star books. Oh, you know what series she loves is the Thursday Murder Club series. But I don't know if that's gay, you know? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do some research, okay? So stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Okay, I've made a decision. So I don't think, I don't know if she would consider this like her favorite book or even one of her favorite books, but I know she loves this series and it seems like a good excuse to read it now because the TV show's coming out sometime soon. I honestly don't know when, but I know there is a TV show coming out for this first book, so might as well read it now and use this excuse because I know Meg loves this series. Anyways, that book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I don't think this is queer. I mean, maybe there's some side characters who are queer, but I still really want to read it. All I know is that it's like a YA mystery series and it's about this girl who starts looking into this case from several years ago for like a school project, and she thinks that the person who was convicted for the crime didn't actually commit the crime, and so she's gonna solve what happened. And I've heard a lot, like I've heard mostly good things about this book, but I know with YA mysteries you gotta kind of suspend your level of disbelief a little bit, because why is this teenager figuring everything out when no one else could? But anyways, I think it'll be fun, and I've been wanting to read this series for a long time, so I'm just gonna put on my TBR and we'll see what happens. So thanks so much, Megan, for choosing this for me without knowing it. Alright, I mean, I do love the idea of that prompt, and it is a fun prompt, but that is not one of the books I wanted to read this month, so we're just gonna continue on and see what we get. So prompt number 2. Prompt number 2 for June. Read an ebook. Oh my god. The thing is that A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is an ebook, but let me look at my, actually I do have an idea, but I have a shelf on Goodreads for my Kindle TBR, but I think I have an idea of what, actually, I think that's what I need to do. Okay, I've made a decision. Okay, so this works perfectly for Pride Month. So the book I'm going to read is Being Ace by a bunch of authors. This is an anthology of stories by asexual authors, and I got an arc of this book and I didn't read it. I think it came out in October, November, and I didn't read it before it came out, which is shameful. I mean, I don't read I'm very bad at reading my arcs before they come out, but like especially this one, because as an asexual person, I feel like, you know, I was honored to receive this arc and I didn't read it, but Pride Month is a great time to read it anyways. So I think the stories in this collection cover like all different genres. Yeah, so Akemi Dawn Bowman is one of the authors, Lindsay Miller, both authors I've read from before. There's Cody Daigle Oriens, otherwise known as Ace Dad Advice, and I think those are the only names that I recognize, but I'm very excited to check this out, and like I said, Pride Month seems like the perfect time to read a book like this, so yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, so far so good. I was not thinking of either of those books to read this month, but like they both worked out pretty well. So we're just gonna go straight into prompt number 3. I still have the book I want to read for Buzzwordathon. I still have the Winers Book Club book. I still have a few books. But we're gonna read so much in June anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Remember? Okay. Read a book that matches your calendar for the month. Oh my god. I can't remember who suggested this prompt to me. Well, I'm assuming you mean for June, because this is May. How well can you see that? I don't know. June. Ooh. So I'll take a picture of the photo so that you guys can see it. But this whole calendar, I always have a Taylor Swift calendar, okay? We know that. And this one is like Speak Now, Taylor's version themed. And so all the pictures are from like the Speak Now tour from 2011, I think. So this picture, it's in her like white dress, she's got her banjo, she's got a braid. The color of the font is like a soft brown. I don't know what the exact color is. So ooh, actually, okay, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I think the colors on the cover of the Winers Book Club book fit well with that picture. If you disagree, that's fine, but I'm just gonna choose it because I need to read it anyways this month. So that book is called To a Darker Shore by Leanne Schwartz. I had never heard of this book before. It is Rachel's pick, and I think it just came out. Yeah, it came out at the end of April. It sounds so good. It says, a Da Vinci-esque teen girl inventor on a Dante-esque journey through hell to save her best friend. And then it says, plain, poor, plus size, and autistic, Alesta grew up trying to convince her kingdom that she's too useful to be sacrificed like so many of their country's poor to appease the infernal monster across the poison sea in hell. When Alesta's attempt to prove herself with inventions goes awry, her best friend and heir to the throne, Kyrian, takes the blame, expecting leniency, and ends up tithed in her place. To end the sacrifices forever, Alesta plans to kill the monster that killed her friend. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, is that a spoiler? Then it says she travels to the depths of hell only to find Kyrian alive but monstrously transformed. Okay, that makes sense. That's all I'm gonna read. I thought the synopsis spoiled me for a second, but that's all I'm gonna read just in case. But it sounds really fun. I think it's YA. Yeah, it's YA. I think it's gonna be a good time, so I can't wait to read that. I know the Winers we haven't had a live show since we resurrected the book club. I mean, hopefully our live show for last month's book, what's it called? Her Majesty's Royal Coven. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think that'll be next week. As I'm filming this, I don't know when this video will go up, so that means nothing to you. But stay tuned. Follow all of us on our channels, on our Instagrams, and you'll know all the information. I'm assuming this live show will be on Rachel's channel since it was her pick, so stay tuned for that. But I'm excited to read it, and I think it goes with the calendar, okay? All right, 2 more prompts. Let's freaking go. Let's go. All right, prompt number 4 for June. I still need to do the Buzzwordathon book. Anyways, oh no, damn it. Oh, the prompt. The prompt is to read a 2023 release. I have 2 books sitting here that I want to read so badly this month, and I probably will anyways, but neither of them are 2023 releases. Okay, books that came out in 2023. What piques my interest? Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one because I know Sid really liked this book and my friend Sarah also recommended it. So we're gonna go with Old Enough by Hayley Jacobson. It says, a debut novel about a young bisexual woman who is pulled between a new sense of community and loyalty to a friendship she's outgrown. Ooh. Sounds interesting. So that's all I'm gonna read of the synopsis. Okay, very interesting. I know for sure my library has that book, so should be fine. Okay, there's at least there's 4 books I'm thinking of right now that I really want to read this month, and we haven't been able to fit them in yet. So hopefully with this last prompt, we can do that. So we're gonna go with this one. Prompt number 5, I am so hot right now, but prompt number 5, oh my god. Ah, okay, the prompts I'm getting. Okay. The prompt I got was scroll through Instagram. So here's the thing, as I've explained many times, I can't screen record on my phone. I don't know why. I guess it's too old to do that. I mean, I could scroll through Instagram on my computer and screen record that, but I don't really want to. So you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? So we're going on Instagram. Okay, the first thing I see is, I'll narrate as I go so that you know I'm not lying, and I can't make things up that quickly. So there's Taylor Swift. There's a Zodiac thing. I mean, there's Coco Malores, but she's not holding her book. So that's different. There's a meme with cats, another meme. I don't know what that is. A cat, a dog. There is something about Pride and Prejudice, but I've already read that. A skeleton. There's just some family photos. Where are all the book pictures? This is my bookstagram. Okay, there's some books here, but I don't think I have any of these books. I'm gonna go for something that is at least something I'm interested in. What is this book? What's this book? I don't know that book. I'll read it. Floating Hotel. Don't know that book. That's a dog. There's no specific book. What is this? This is someone's, no, a car, an ad. What is that? What is that? A book sleeve? A picture. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Arusha. Do I want to read Arusha? I don't really feel like it. And I don't know if that's queer. Do I have to pick the first one? I just wrote scroll through Instagram. Do I have to read Arusha? I'm gonna keep scrolling, okay? What's this? Fairy Loot. Icebreaker. Okay, I think to be fair, I have to read the one that I see first, and also Icebreaker, that's not something I really feel like reading in the summer because it's about hockey. I don't know. But I guess we're gonna read Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. I've actually never read a book by Roshani Chokshi before. I do have The Gilded Wolves, but I've heard, I mean, this was really popular maybe 2 years ago. I think that's when I got it. Actually, I think I got it in 2020. I don't know. But it's a Rick Riordan Presents book, so you would think I like it, right? Arusha has a tendency to stretch the truth in order to fit in at her private middle school. While her classmates are jetting off to exotic vacations, she'll be spending her autumn break. Autumn! It's not autumn! in the Museum of Ancient Indian Art and Culture that her mom curates. Is it any wonder Aru makes up stories about being royalty, traveling to Paris, and having a chauffeur? One day, 3 schoolmates show up at Aru's doorstep to catch her in a lie. They don't believe her claim that the museum's lamp of Barada is cursed, and they dare Aru to prove it. Just a quick light, Aru thinks, then she'll never ever fib again. But lighting the lamp has dire consequences. She unwittingly frees the Sleeper, an ancient demon who is intent on awakening the god of destruction. Her classmates and mother are frozen in time, and it's up to Aru to save them. The only way to stop the demon is to find the reincarnations of the legendary Pandava brothers and journey through the kingdom of death. But how is one girl in Spider-Man pajamas supposed to do all that? So true. I mean, I've heard really good things about this book, and I'm sure I'm gonna like it. I just like was not even considering. Also, look at this. There's no flop at all. That's upsetting. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, I'm just being silly. I don't think it's queer, which is unfortunate. But I guess I guess that's my TBR for June. But let's talk about the books that I did not manage to get onto this TBR. Because first of all, the Buzzword-a-thon I don't think any of the books I picked can even fit the Buzzword-a-thon, but the book I want to read is And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Frederick Bachman. I believe that's the title. The buzzword for June is repeating words, so longer and longer. And that's a very short book. It's less than 100 pages. So like I can hopefully read that in one sitting. I've heard it's very emotional. All I know about it is that it's about like a grandfather with dementia, and I think he's talking to his grandson or something. And everybody sobs when they read it. So can't wait for that. But that's what I'm going to read for the Buzzword-a-thon. And then last month, if you saw my May TBR, I read Strange the Dreamer. I actually finished it literally an hour ago. But I would love to finish off that reread and read Muse of Nightmares. I've only ever read this book once. Strange the Dreamer I've now read 3 times, but this one I only ever read once, so I would love to read it while everything is still fresh in my mind. It is quite chunky. It is about 500 pages. I'm hoping it goes quickly because it's a reread, but as I just learned with my reread of Strange the Dreamer, it turns out I don't reread books very quickly because I want to absorb everything. So we'll see, but I would very much like to read this one because, like I said, I only read it once. Also, there are, I mean, the queer characters in this are not like at the forefront, but there are queer characters in this book and I miss them. So yes, hopefully I can get to this. And then the 2 other books that I hoped to put on the TBR, one of them is Looking for Love in All the Haunted Places by Claire Kahn. Claire Kahn is one of my favorite authors. She wrote The Romantic Agenda and If It Makes You Happy. 2 of my favorite books. They were both 5 stars. And all I know about this one is that it's like a contemporary with a bit of paranormal, and the main character I believe is asexual, which I love obviously, and I just love Claire Kahn. This came out like last week, I think. So I'm very excited to get to this one. And her writing, I seem to remember, is very quick to get through, so I hope I can squeeze this in. I mean, like I keep saying, I'm gonna read so much in June, so it's all fine. And then lastly, I was so lucky because for those of you who don't know, I currently work at an indie bookstore, and we often get sent ARCs from the publishers, and then the employees can just like take their pick of ARCs and bring them home. So I'm not required to read this and leave a review or anything, but I had really hoped to get an ARC of this book, but because I'm not in the US, I wasn't able to. And then I saw this at work in the pile of ARCs, and I just about screamed. And that book is This Ravenous Fate by Hayley Dennings, otherwise known as Pages of Hayley, our queen. This is her debut novel. I'm so excited for her. I'm so proud of her. I loved following her writing journey for the past few years, and then seeing her first book get picked up, and it's going to be published in August, oh, it just says August 2024. August 6th, I think. And I'll read a bit of the synopsis. It says, it's 1926 and reapers are growing stronger everywhere. Created centuries ago by cruel medical experiments, these once human vampires are driven to attack without mercy. Those who protect the city from them hold more power than even the organized criminal who runs the nightclubs. As the reluctant heir to her father's reaper hunting empire, Elise Saint knows that the Harlem Reapers want her dead. Among them is Layla Quinn, who lost her parents, the protection of the saints, and her humanity the night she was turned into a Reaper, and she'll never forget how Elise Saint betrayed her. A wave of mysterious killings shocks the city, forcing Elise and Layla to work together to find out if some Reapers are turning human again, or becoming even deadlier. As their investigation takes them from glittering parties to gangster underworlds, the two must confront their complicated feelings for each other. For a new kind of evil is on the rise, one that will destroy Reapers and humans alike if they don't stop it. Like, it just sounds so good. First of all, this cover, I mean, oh my god. And vampires, it's enemies to lovers and like real enemies to lovers. It's sapphic. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Oh, and this font is very big. So hopefully I can get through this quickly. So I definitely want to squeeze this in because it is Pride Month and this is sapphic and I really want to support Hayley. So I'm just so excited for her. So I mean, if I don't get to it this month, it's okay because this comes out in August. So I still have a bit of time, but I would love to be able to squeeze this in this month. So that's my TBR for June. Let me know if you've read any of these books, which ones I should prioritize. I would love to know all that. I am gonna go get out of the sun because I am heating up quite a lot right now, but let me know what you're gonna read in June, and if you've watched till the end, leave the rainbow emoji because it's Pride Month and we love Pride. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!